We gotta talk.
Taxi.
Let's go.
You're doing great.
Take the tunnel.
Can you hear me now?
Good. Cuz, honey, it's time.
Tell him that he's got to
Honey,
hurry.
it's time. Go to the hospital. He knows how to get their mom stuff.
We test our network every day, so you get America's most reliable network, Verizon Wireless. Now get in touch with the Voyager with touchscreen and full keyboard.
Enter the $76,000 free throw giveaway from 76.
Game on. The doctor is in and he's about to operate.
You could win a chance to shoot 4 free throws at the Pacific Life Pac-10 Men's Basketball Tournament in L.A. Each shot is worth big money. Sink all 4 and win $76,000. So get to practice and get to your nearest 76 store to register.
Whatever.
College basketball and FSN brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers. Visit Toyota.com today. 0 for 6 Washington State beyond the three-point arc. 0 for 3 is Washington.
Yeah, and I wanted to point out that Washington State is very aware of the clogging. Now watch, Koprivica is going to baseline here. See where Dentman is? They always want to swing the ball. Their bigs are always looking to set picks on those weak side defenders. They haven't hit any of those yet, but they're looking for that type of play or even a skip pass for a shot.
Koprivica back after tearing up his knee in a midseason game against Oregon, guarded here by Appleby, who has returned playing now the last 6 games, and he forces Koprivica into making a tough pass. Koprivica recovering to foul Morris on the way to the rim.
And Tim Morris showed Weaver that he can play the passing lanes too.
Tim Morris wearing the mask after breaking his nose in practice a week or so ago. He's actually got his own now. He's wearing John Brockman's for the Idaho State game. And of course, the quick comment in the locker room is that the nose must have been much bigger on that other mask, and this one, Morris will concede, yes, this one fits just a little bit better. Morris trying to help Washington break a 5-game Cougars winning streak over the University of Washington. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Morris.
And Morris has been playing very steadily lately. Just a journeyman, good, solid player. He plays defense, he rebounds, he gets a loose ball, he makes steals like we just saw.
Vanoy Overton, freshman out of Garfield High School, giving Rochester fits.
That'll get him open.
Rochester throws it through the hands of Koprivica.
And this is the best defense I've seen Washington State playing. They're doing a terrific job against a ball club that knows how to respond against pressure, but they're giving them fits right now.
Well, let's not forget, and that is the 4th turn by a Cougar team that doesn't turn the ball over very much at all, to the tune of, what, 11 a game?
Yeah, they're very solid. They don't throw it away.
Washington has given it up 6 times, but has not paid too high a price for that. Appleby going to split the defense, and then when he left his feet, that gave Calgill just enough time to knock the ball away.
I don't know if they'll call that a block or a steal.
It's the 7th turnover, and Weaver goes to work on Overton. Kyle Weaver, the senior out of Beloit, Wisconsin. Overton, the state class 4A player of the year at Garfield High in Seattle. Interesting that Washington, but again, it comes down to Lorenzo Romar saying, I'm going to start the 5 guys who play the best defense in practice. So University of Washington starts its games without those 2 point guards, Overton or Dentman.
Well, I think it's starting to pay off because I think everybody's getting the picture. They all come in there and play hard.
Overton, just like that, has 2. The lob for Calgill. Rochester is a little bit loose. Remember, Taylor Rochester suffering the after effects of the flu, has missed a little bit of practice. Harmeling is back, though, after missing a couple of games. Lost to a broken thumb. Baines backing down Wallace, then sends it out to Weaver. The long miss. Overton. What's the call going to be? It's going to be a block on Weaver. Oh, that was close, but from the far side, the ruling that Kyle Weaver did not set his feet.
And we'll get a better look at it. Yeah, could have even been almost a non-call. I don't know. Like,
well, you had
Weaver's probably he's still moving a little bit.
Well, we got also Overton pushed off.
Yeah.
3-point shooting, 0 for 3 Washington, 0 for 7 Washington State. Morris gets the first of the game, and it gives Washington a 5-point lead, widest margin we've seen here in the first half.
Yes, and this place is going nuts. There's a big student contingent here. They're not in the session until Monday, but for this game, they got here.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. And Weaver cleans it up as Rochester plays with fire. Works his way inside just to the edge of the lane, but a little bit soft with that. Cougars 4 out of 18 from the floor to start this game. Defensively, they're tracking. They're the best in the United States, giving up. I like the fact that it's in the 40s. Normally I round up, but it's 49.7 points a game. What they allow the other guy, they're very much on track for that. The offense, though, Washington is giving the Cougars fits right here.
Well, Washington's playing well, and where I like them playing is on the defensive end. They're frustrating Washington State right now.
Lowe back on the floor. Lowe, Weaver, Baines, Harmeling, and Cowgill, and Morris. That's a deep 2. Tim Morris has hit consecutive baskets. Prides himself on his defense. Doesn't take a lot of shots, but when he does, Morris pretty good this season, hitting 57% from the floor, and he gives Washington a 7-point advantage. Baines fouled by Wallace on the turnaround.
And Coach Romar doesn't like that call. He's up complaining, but I don't think it's going to do much good. Here you'll see it again. Turns. See how his body moves under him? He's got his arms straight up in the air, but a lot of players can't make themselves not make the contact, and they don't realize they're doing it. I had my arms straight up, but they don't realize how they're following through with their stomachs.
Talking about Baines, I'm tempted to nickname him Jaws because he's from Cairns, Australia, which is where people go if you want to go and scuba or snorkel the Great Barrier Reef. That's his hometown, and Baines has lost the weight that he picked up after suffering a substantial ankle injury. Carried an extra 20 around last year, and he is playing 20 pounds lighter. Look at that. Quick. He gets in the way, and he is playing some nasty basketball in the low post.
He's doing a good job. He, you know, I said he's got like a finesse and touch. He doesn't look like a finesse touch player, and he's a little bit robotic when he makes his moves, but he's got touch, and he's got a little finesse. He can fool you inside, uses the rim a little bit to protect himself. He's doing a good job this year.
Needs a little help from